Right. Hello, everyone. Thanks for tuning in once again to Queen Ahmadiyyah TV, More Than Meets the Third Eye. I'm your host, Queen Ahmadiyyah, and this is your spiritual vitamins. So as you're coming in, please feel free to go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be sure to click that notification bell and click the word all so you're notified each time the Queen Goddess goes live. All right, so shout out to all of my Stardusters in the chat and everyone tuned into the Queen. So let's get ready to get into it. Now, this live is going to be brief. We're going to be talking about the super harvest moon. Okay, the harvest moon is going to be out tomorrow. This is a very powerful energy from this moon for manifestation. All right. Now, remember these full moon rituals that I always talk to you all about. You too should be doing them. There's nothing nefarious about doing full moon rituals. Okay. Spiritual rituals, not nefarious ones. Okay. Please pay attention. Okay. So, with that all being said, let's get the likes up. Please like and share. Now, I'm going to be playing a video because I pre recorded this because I had some contractors here doing some work and I wasn't sure if they were going to be gone. They're gone, but I wasn't sure if they were going to be gone. So I pre-recorded this. So I'm going to go to the audio. Everyone please, or to the video footage. Everyone please like and share. Thank you in advance. Okay, let me just pull this up real quick. All right, here we go. So when can you see the full harvest moon? Now, the full moon will reach peak illumination in the United States on Tuesday, September the 17th at about 10:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, this is all according to NASA. The moon will appear full for about 3 days. That's from Monday evening through Thursday morning, according to the agency. And they also add that this full moon will also feature a partial lunar eclipse. So, what is a lunar eclipse, you may be asking? Well, the lunar eclipse is a natural phenomenon that occurs when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon. Now, this causes the Earth's shadow to fall on the moon, making it appear darkened and reddish. For this particular event that takes place during the harvest moon, the moon will start entering the Earth's partial shadow at 8:41 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the full shadow at about 10:13 p.m. This is all, as I said, according to NASA. Now, the moon will finish exiting the full shadow at 11:16 p.m. and the partial shadow on Wednesday morning at 12:47 a.m. Now, this year's full moon is in September is also referred to as a supermoon, which occurs when a moon is at or near the closest point in its orbit, causing the harvest moon to look dramatically more radiant and larger than usual. I mean, if you're standing outside looking up at the sky and you see it, it's literally going to look like it's closer to the earth than normal and that it's illuminated. You'll see like a glow around it. And so, why is it called the harvest moon? Well, I'm so glad you asked. You see, the farmer or the Old Farmer's Almanac, which first began publishing the names for the full moons back in the 1930s, states that the full moon was named the harvest moon because of several evenings that the moon was rising shortly after sunset, resulting in an overflow of bright moonlight sun or soon after the dusk. Okay, so the moon for several evenings was rising right after sunset, resulting in an overflow of bright moonlight soon after dusk. Okay, so the moon was out early. Now, this period became a customary aid to farmers during their crop gathering. And so the harvest moon can take place in September or October, depending on its proximity to the autumnal equinox. Okay, another full moon that could also occur in September is known as corn moon, which represents the period for gathering main staple corn or crops of corn, okay, such and also pumpkin, squash, beans, and wild rice. And this information also comes from NASA. Now, what zodiac sign is harvest moon in September? Well, the zodiac sign for each full moon is determined by where the moon is positioned in the night sky relative to the different astrological signs. Each year, the moon will shift, resulting in different characteristics surrounding the moon. Now, this year, the harvest moon is a lunar eclipse in Pisces, a water sign, and the 12th and last zodiac on the wheel. It's on the opposite axis from the earth sign Virgo. Now, this means that both zodiac signs, okay, both zodiac and Virgo, I'm sorry, both Pisces and Virgo, these signs hold ties to our health, okay, physical or mental, as well the physical or spiritual world. Now, this duality grounds us in the practical while also opening us up to the divine as well. Okay, so rituals and manifestations to try during the harvest moon. Well, I can tell you all about that because you all know by now that I always do moon rituals when there is, in fact, a full moon. Now, many ancient cultures and religions celebrate celestial cycles, including finding ways to honor and harness the power of the full moon. To make the best use of this intense energy, many astrologers believe that a full moon is a great time to manifest your dreams. You see, one astrologer and a scholar by the name of Thomas said that it is never encouraged to manifest during an eclipse moon due to the energy being incredibly chaotic, intense, and high powered, saying that lunar eclipses are 3 times more powerful and emotional than full moons. Thomas also recommended asking questions of yourself and the universe to be an even more effective way of engaging this energy. Now, they talk about potential meditations, mantras, or journal prompts that you might be wanting to do. Asking yourself, how can I surrender to the flow of the universe? How can I trust the natural rhythm of life and move gracefully? How can I release my fears and inhibitions, traumas, and addictions? How can I lift my spirit to its highest vibration? These are some things you may be asking yourself. If you've been on your spiritual journey, and if you've been doing the things that I've been teaching on this channel, then you should know these. You should be saying your positive affirmations, your positive self-talk. You should be meditating, manifesting. You should be speaking things into existence, practicing the art of visualization. And hopefully you've been doing your shadow work along the way. Now, this illumination could help you to truly tap into your innate psychic abilities and your intuition. So listen to what the universe is telling you. Okay, so now let's start with Taurus. Now, so here's the information they give for Taurus, saying you'll likely be surrounded by many friends, fans, or followers. Okay, now this is according to the astrologer Thomas. Okay, and so basically they go through all of the different zodiacs. Hold on just a second. I'm trying to see what Thomas's full name is. I could have sworn. Hold on, give me just a second. Do they not say his entire name? No, they don't. Unfortunately, they just say Thomas. But anyway, he's someone who knows a lot about zodiac, um, astrology, physical and spiritual world. Okay, supposedly some sort of scholar. I would like to do more research on him since he has apparently so much to say. But anyway, let me continue. So, goes on to say that for Taurus, you'll be, and this is coming from Thomas, okay, this scholar. So, you'll likely be surrounded by many friends, fans, or followers. Okay, this lunation spotlights your social network and connections, so you could be attending a milestone event or even meeting many new people. Now, for Gemini, it says get ready to soar higher toward the stars. This lunation spotlights your professional world and can bring a promotion, award, accolade, or new job offer. Hustle hard at this time. You'll get very far. Then for Cancer, it says, as the lunation arrives, you could be propelled to swim into new territory. This may energize you to book a flight and venture out or plan a fun vacation in the year to come. For Leo, it says, a lucrative opportunity could be just around the corner. A big payout, bonus, or a scholarship, inheritance, or benefits package could be swimming your way. This could also bring news around your investments and assets. Okay, for Virgo, it says pay attention to your relationship, Virgo. A big turning point around a significant relationship could be at hand. You may move in, make a long term promise, commit, get engaged, or even be wed. Then for Libra, it says the lunar eclipse is cranking your productivity up to hyper speed. You may be polishing off a big project for your employer, taking more responsibilities, or even leaving one job to begin another. Then for Scorpio, it says, and this is all still according to Thomas, that the lunar eclipse will sing like angels from above. Romance, passion, pleasure, art, beauty, and fertility all shine at this time. For Sagittarius, it says the lunar eclipse could cause a shift around your home, real estate, family, or parents. For instance, you may choose to move, redecorate, or have a renovation done around this time. For Capricorn, it says, embrace the wind, Capricorn. Now, with this lunation energizing your mind, you could be debuting or working on a major intellectual writing, speaking, advertising, branding, or communications related project. For Aquarius, it says financial transition is underway. This lunar eclipse will likely not only bring money in, but also cause you to invest in it in the right places. A raise, new client, new job offer, or side hustle may appear near at this time. Now, for Pisces, it says a very important personal goal or dream may be in reach, as well as a shift around a significant relationship. Now, this is the moment to step into your power, assert yourself, and show everyone why you're so beautiful, magical, and unique. Well, that sounds about right as far as I'm concerned, being a Pisces. So, there you have it. This is basically what he says. Now, mind you, these things that he said about the zodiacs, they're not set in stone. As I told you before, this goes by the energy. With the energy that's being created and put out into the universe from this harvest moon, right? This energy is available for you to use it to harness or to manifest these things because that energy is in the air. Now, of course, if you don't do anything to use this energy, if you don't make use of it, these things are not going to happen. Okay. They'll only happen if you engage with the energy. So I would advise you, if you want these things to happen, to be doing your manifestation, to be doing some sort of moon ritual, doing something that's going to help bring you what you want with this energy, to make it useful. It's not going to just happen to just fall in your lap, but it's just basically telling you, as with, even when I do like card readings or whatever, it's just basically telling you the energy that is out there, that is available for you to use at this time. And it's much more powerful and radiant, for you to take advantage of. All right. And so, with that all being said, let's continue. Right. All right, so there you have it, beloved. So, how many of you plan to take advantage of this full moon, of this energy? How many of you are going to be doing your full moon rituals, charging your stones, making your moon water, manifesting? How many of you are going to be doing that? Ones in the chat. Ones in the chat. I should be seeing all ones in the chat at this point. Okay, I should be seeing all ones in the chat at this point. Now, I know some of you just come in here and y'all sitting here and y'all listen to what the queen is saying, but you don't actively implement any of the things that I'm telling you on this channel in your daily lives. And then you wonder why you stay stuck and stagnant in the same situation. You have to be taking full advantage of this information, using it to your advantage. That's why you're here, right? Okay, so everybody's saying ones. I know some of y'all lying, some of y'all just lying, some of y'all not even gonna be awake when the moon, when the when the full moon comes out. Juju said, I definitely do, Queen. I know you do, Juju, beloved, okay? But at the end of the day, listen, this is a very powerful energy, and I want you all to take advantage of it. All right. And so I'm going to play a couple more videos, but before I do, let me just tell you this, why this moon is so important, in case you don't know. You see, the harvest moon is different from all the other full moons in such that it's not tied to a particular month, but rather it's linked to the timing of the autumn equinox. Okay, which each year occurs in September or October. All right, so we can get this moon in September or October. Now, unfortunately, if you miss out on the energy from this moon on tomorrow and for the next few days afterwards, you won't have another one until October the 8th of 2033. Okay, October the 8th of 2033. Okay, we're getting it September this time, but next time it's going to be in October. And with that all being said, this phenomenon this year is extra unique because you see, the harvest moon is actually a lunar trifecta because it includes a blood supermoon blended with a partial lunar eclipse. Okay, so you have the harvest moon, the supermoon, and the partial lunar eclipse. Now, the blood orange moon will glow Tuesday evening. Okay, and a special moon is nothing new to those who are stargazers. All right, because us stargazers, we know all about this. Those who dabble in astrology and numerology and things of the sort. Okay, so this is a trifecta. So, very powerful energy that you need to be taking advantage of. All right, with that all being said, now let's move right along. Millicent said, I'm going to put out a vessel to get some water because it's raining here. Okay. All right. Good idea. Now, so what I do is I usually take some spring water, put it in a glass jar, like a mason jar, and then I go outside and I sit it somewhere where it's underneath the moonlight. And I let it sit there overnight. And then I go back and then I get it the next day. Now, I like to use it for different things. Okay. Some people drink it. Now, I'm not going to trust it sitting out all night and then I'm going to drink it. Now, if I'm going to use it to drink, then I would have to leave it sitting out as I'm sitting there watching it. Okay, that's all I'm saying. But so I like to use it to cleanse my stones in it. I like to let my stones soak in it after I've made this moon water. Sometimes I like to cleanse them in it and then let them soak. Now, all of the stones can't soak in water. All of the stones shouldn't soak in water, but the ones that do, I like to put them in there. And then what happens is these stones have much more powerful magical properties, because you all do realize that these stones and crystals are magic, right? They absolutely are magic. I mean, I'm not talking about like a magician, which is optical illusions and things like that. No, I'm talking like real magic. Okay. If you work with stones, you likely know that. There's a book that I have, actually, it's called Stone Magic. And don't start thinking this is anything to do with witchcraft, because I'm not practicing Wicca. Okay. But these stones come from the Most High. They come from the earth. The Most High made them, but they do have very specific magical properties. I mean, we're magic ourselves. But nonetheless, what I notice is when I cleanse these stones in this moon water that I make, they are much more potent. Okay, the power from these stones is much more enhanced. Like I can put them under my pillow at night and I can wake up without even using an alarm clock. I will wake up at exactly the time that I want or need to wake up. That's a fact. They also enhance my prophetic dreams. If I sleep with them under my pillow, specifically if I cleanse an amethyst stone and then with this water and put it under my pillow, I really have these very vivid and very lucid prophetic dreams. It also helps me to astro project. Okay, so all of these things are from this water. That's what I like to do. Stacy says I like to smudge my stones too. Yes, absolutely. I do like to smudge my stones as well, beloved. Okay. And if any of you live near a creek, you can take your stones, where there's running water like a stream, a creek, or something like that, a lake. You can go and cleanse your stones and crystals in that too. Okay. So with that all being said, let's go to the next video. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share. Thank you in advance. Reaches its fullest potential, its energy intensifies, and so does ours. Our emotions may amplify and our desires become clearer. Now, this heightened energetic state opens up a window of opportunity for us to manifest our deepest intentions and aspirations. And that is why it's very important to do your manifesting, during these full moons, because, like I told you, the energy is very powerful. Now, a full moon energy activation refers to the belief that during a full moon phase, the moon's heightened energy can be used to amplify personal intentions, emotions, and desires, creating a potent time for manifestation, as well as reflection and releasing negative or toxic energy. Now, as the full moon symbolizes completion and peak illumination, essentially a window of opportunity to tap into a heightened energetic state to work on personal goals and spiritual practices is available. Intensified emotions. Now, the full moon is often associated with heightened emotions, making it a time to confront and process feelings that may be surfacing. Many people believe that the full moon's energy can be used to manifest desires and intentions with greater clarity and power. As a full moon represents a culmination, it is considered a good time to release negative energy, habits, or patterns that no longer serve you. Okay, this is a time for rituals and practices. Now, to harness this energy, people often engage in various rituals like meditation, journaling, moon water creation, nature walks under the full moon, and setting their intentions. And this is something that I do every time there is a full moon, and I've told you this repetitively. I also make my own moon water, which is something you should consider doing if you engage in the moon rituals. And as well as if you use stones or crystals, it's a good time to sit them out under the moonlight to allow them to cleanse and be purified and recharged. Okay. You can also do that with the sun, but specifically when there's a full moon, I like to set mine out for at least a few hours at night. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so with that all being said, I noticed that Juju asked, when will the moon be out? So the full moon will be visible in the sky sometime this evening, but it will reach full peak illumination on tomorrow night at about 10:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, so the energy is already in the air. You can start your manifestations tonight, and then you can do them for the next few days. Because remember, after the full moon, there is still the energy is present for at least 3 days after. Okay, so you have all of this time to manifest. Nobody should be sitting here crying and whining. You should be doing your manifestations. If you can think it and if you can see it in your mind's eye and if you can believe it within your heart and spirit, then you can absolutely manifest it. You can literally answer your own prayers. You're not the God, but you are a God. Okay, the Most High, we're all gods born of the Most High. And so, with that all being said, you can create your own reality. So, start doing your manifestations and being serious about it, dedicated, and doing these manifestations on a daily basis. Now, you don't just do it one time and stop, but you start setting the tone, set your intentions, and you do this consistently. Okay, you do these things consistently. Under the energy and magnetic pull of the full moon, our subconscious mind becomes more accessible. You see, this is why subconscious emotions seem to come to the surface, and all emotions feel amplified during the full moon phase. Now, when your subconscious is more accessible, it's also more programmable, okay, which is crucial for manifesting your desires in this three-dimensional reality. So on the night of September the 17th at approximately 11:11 p.m., pay attention to the angel numbers. I want you to repeat this powerful affirmation. I release all doubts and fears, allowing the energy of the universe to align with my deepest desires. I trust in the timing of my manifestations, knowing that abundance, love, and peace flow effortlessly into my life. And along with saying that, say some of the other things that you're trying to manifest, some of the other positive affirmations. Just add those in. But this is a very good time to manifest and to program things into your subconscious. Okay, so I actually like these videos. I'm going to start doing this more often. Swift said, don't make moonshine. That's a good one, beloved. Okay, don't make moonshine. Real cute. Okay, so now with that all being said, let's go to some videos from my friends on TikTok. Likes up, everyone, please. A like and share. I'm going to start the first video. All right, here we go.
The full harvest moon, September 17th, 2024. Great time for abundance and harvest, reflection and completion. The harvest portion is a great time for you to actually show gratitude for what has transpired since the moon was at its new phase and going up into the full. What has grown, even small things, are exceedingly important. Take a second, say thank you. And abundance. This is a great time to keep vibing and heighten that intuition. You might feel it. It's also an excellent time for reflection and releasing what doesn't serve you, finding a balance between work and play or whatever part in your life, even if small. If you go to take on something too big, you might not do it. If you can, great. If not, pick the small. And once that peak of that full moon hits, it starts to wane, which means release, release, release. And I have a whole bunch of stuff on that. So then you're going to start thinking about what needs to go. But right now, you focus on the other things. Keep vibing.
I'll have some lemonade.
All right, so pay attention. Now, if you are a Pisces or a Virgo, now remember what the astrologer and scholar Thomas said in the article that I was reading to you. He said that this is a time for you to focus your thoughts and energy on your relationships. You may be getting something serious, maybe engaged, married, or anything could be going on for Pisces and specifically the Virgos. Okay, I want you all to pay attention. All right. Any Pisces and Virgos in here? Any Pisces in here dating a Virgo? Any Virgos in here dating a Pisces? All right. Jason says, thanks for this video, Queen. You're welcome, beloved. You're absolutely welcome. Now, so with that all being said, I'm going to be paying very close attention to my relationship because I'm a Pisces and my man is a Virgo. Okay. So please pay attention, is all I'm saying. Now, let's go to the next video. Likes up, everyone, please like and share. Okay, here we go. Laverne says, what about burning a colored candle? I mean, you can burn all the candles you want, beloved. When you're doing your full moon ritual, you do it however you see fit. If you want to burn candles, you burn them. You want to light incense, sage, whatever. You want to make moon water, do it. Play meditative sounds because I do all of the above. Okay, I light candles. Okay, I burn sage and incense. All right, I play meditative music from my own channel, the Universal Language. For those of you not following it, you should be. There's 10 videos on there that each last 10 hours, so you can literally play them while you're asleep. It's called the Universal Language. The Universal is spelled Y-O-U. Okay? So with that all being said, let's go to this next video. Likes up, everyone. Please like and share.
I want you guys to really pay attention to whatever happens in your life from right now through the rest of September, because this is going to be like a prelude for what major themes are happening in our lives for next year, 2025. On September 17th/18th, we have a new moon eclipse in Pisces. Yes, Pisces. We've been in this Aries and Libra axis, but this one is falling in Pisces because it's Virgo season right now. And the sun and moon are always opposite. So we have this eclipse in Pisces is overlaying for what is to come for this nodal change when we move from Aries and Libra to Pisces and Virgo next year. So whatever's happening right now, giving you a glimpse into the future, the Pisces area of your chart being activated with this new energy, and the Piscean themes are really going to come to light. Now, mutable signs, you'll be feeling this energy the strongest, especially Pisces and Virgo, then Sagittarius and Gemini. But if we're looking at the Pisces and Virgo axis, this is all about healing. This is about health on all levels. So Aries and Libra is more so focused on relationships. This next phase of our lives for 2025 is going to be heavily focused on our health, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, like the healing process, the healing journey, and really, really diving into that and taking it more seriously, or just creating one in general. You also could pay attention to whatever was going on in your life September of 2016. That can give you a little bit of maybe a closure of something that happened at that time, or maybe there's some mirroring themes that are coming up from something that happened in your life back then. But yeah, it's going to be a very spiritual, very intuitive, could be pretty emotional time period where things are really going to start to transition, or there's going to be like a new cycle that starts your spiritual journey or healing journey, or you're going to really feel like getting tapped in, and could be like a spiritual awakening or getting into your spiritual practices more. You want to pay attention, like I said, to whatever area of your chart you have Pisces. Could be in your planets, could be in your houses. We all have a Piscean house, part of our house that is ruled by Pisces. But if you're looking for something that is more in depth and you're trying to figure out specifically what it means for you in an overarching theme based on your chart, astrology.com right now has a Pisces full moon eclipse lunar reading. I just bought it. I'm going to show y'all exactly what it looked like for me. So once you purchase it, it has the full setup. You'll get sent to your email the full breakdown of what your reading says. And it has several different themes, different paragraphs for the category. So how to handle the full moon energy, what to watch out for, how to work with it, how to navigate.
With that all been said, now let's go to the next video. Okay, likes up, everyone, please. A like and share. All right. Oh, Jason, you're welcome, beloved. So I did put the link in there for you for that channel. Okay. Moderators, could you please put the link to the Universal Language Meditation channel in the chat, please, if you haven't done so already. Okay, now let's go to the last video, and then after that, I'm just going to play a meditation, not a meditation, but an affirmation that you can likely say during the harvest moon. Okay, likes up, everyone, please like and share. Thank you in advance. Here we go.
As this September 17th full moon ascends, the harvest moon casts its silver gaze upon the world. This moon, named for the time of reaping, carries with it the weight of ancient rituals, the whispers of harvests past, and the haunting echoes of spirits who have walked these fields before. In the dim light of its glow, the veil between the mundane and the mystical thins, inviting us to gather the fruits not just of the earth, but of our souls. It is a time of reflection, where the spiritual and the earthly entwine, and every shadow cast by this ethereal orb seems to hold secrets long forgotten. Embrace the moon's light. Let it guide you through the darkened corridors of your mind, and listen closely, for the harvest moon speaks in riddles, in whispers of things yet to come, and of the harvests we have yet to reap.
All right, so I love that. I love that. All right. and the harvest that we're yet to reap. So, yes, it is a time to reflect. And in fact, I like to reflect on all of the full moons. I like to stop whatever I'm doing, take a moment to reflect on how things are going for me and how I want things to go for me and what things I need to happen and all of that. And that's what you two should be doing. And that's how you start your manifestation. Don't just start saying crazy stuff. Oh, I want $1 million. Oh, I want this. I want that. Set your intentions, think logically about the things that you want and need, okay? And then close your eyes, picture those things, picture you actively having those things. And you absolutely can manifest them. Let me just tell you all this, and I know I've told you this before. My oldest son is very much so into manifesting, okay? And his manifestations happen. His mind is very powerful. He's high vibrational, and he is very good at creating things out of thin air just through his thoughts. Okay, which by the way are electromagnetic frequencies and energies, like I told you. So, with that all being said, he was once he wanted a new Camaro. Okay, I think I told you all this before. He wanted a new Camaro. He already had a nice car, but he wanted something different. And now, with that all being said, he said every time he would go somewhere in his car, he would close his eyes. And at a stoplight, whenever he was at a red light, he would close his eyes and picture himself sitting behind the wheel of a brand new Camaro. Okay. And it was like a bright reddish orange color with like a candy paint on it, and it had nice rims and all that. And he would absolutely picture himself behind the wheel. Now, he did this for about a month, I think. And the next thing I know, he had that car. And I'm talking about it was the same color that he described with the same rims and everything. Okay. And I was asking myself, how in the hell did this boy get this car when he's not even done paying for this car? Okay. So that's what he did. All right. So you can absolutely manifest things that you want to happen. You just have to be focused. You have to have faith and believe it. You have to be able to visualize it and see, not only, when you close your eyes, but in your mind's eye. All right. You can program this into your mind. You can program your subconscious mind. You really do it all the time when you're not even trying to. When kids are watching these playing these video games, what do they call it? What's that one game? Grand Theft Auto, but there's another one. There's another one that's I forget the name of it, but anyway, Call of Duty. That's it. So when these kids are watching these video games, you don't think they're psychologically being these things are being programmed into their minds subconsciously? Yes, they are. And some people think, oh, it's just games. But when you're watching images of violence, images of, nefarious things over and over and over, that's being absorbed by your subconscious mind. That's why they show us so many nefarious things on TV, television shows, in the movies, and things like that. They want us to be nefarious. That's why they show us these things. Okay? They're not trying to show us peace and tranquility and people saying mantras and people meditating and everything just so nice and high vibrational. No, everything's chaotic, dramatic. Okay. Everything is nefarious for a reason because that's how they want you walking around. You see, because when you're walking around low vibrational with this, low, with these, low emotional, sensors, and when you're just walking around aimlessly and you're not focused on anything specific, but you're just programmed through all of the negative imagery that you've seen and all the negative things that you've heard and listened to and all of this, well, that helps the people who shouldn't be in charge, the powers that shouldn't be, that helps them to keep control over the masses. That's absolutely how they do it. Okay, they keep control over the masses because they know that when you're not in your right and good mind, which most people absolutely are not. That's why we have all these nefarious things happening on the news every day. That's why we have people out here trying to assassinate people. We have people out here going and shooting up schools. We have people breaking in people's houses and robbing. We have people throwing babies out of cars. We have all this foolishness going on because people are watching nefarious things and they think, oh, it's just a movie. Oh, it's just TV. Not realizing that these things are being programmed into their own subconscious. Okay. These things also can draw malevolent entities and spirits to you. Some of these things that you watch and listen to. Okay. And I've told you all this before. So, with that all being said, I hope you all got something out of this lesson. And I hope that you do your full moon ritual tomorrow, your rituals, and that you make use of this very powerful magnetic energy. Now, before we go, I'm going to play a last affirmation, and then we're out of here. Likes up, everyone. Please don't forget to like and share. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything. I am grateful for the abundance that flows into my life. I embrace the fruits of my efforts and celebrate my growth. I release what no longer serves me and make space for new blessings. I trust in the cycles of the universe and my own timing. I am aligned with the energies of prosperity, balance, and fulfillment. I harvest the fruits of my labor with gratitude. Abundance flows to me effortlessly. I embrace the cycles of life with peace and harmony. All right, so there's an affirmation for you to say, okay, that you're ready to get rid of the old, the toxic, the negativity, and embrace the new things that are waiting for you. Okay, and remember, beloveds, the life that you truly want to live is right outside your comfort zone. Okay? See, sometimes we get too comfortable and we just become complacent with the things that are going on in our lives as just the way they are. We say, oh, that's just how it is. It is what it is. Okay? We say things like that. And we don't strive to do anything different or change it up a bit to make things better for ourselves. We just accept the mundane. Well, I'm here to tell you that's what you should stop doing, accepting the mundane. Okay, start expecting the supernatural things to happen because you have all of the capabilities within you and the talents to do so. The Most High gave them to you. If you haven't tapped into them, then start right now. With that all being said, thank you, dark skinned brother. Says facts and truth, you're a speaking queen. Thank you for your kind words, beloved, and your contribution to the channel. Peace, love, and blessings to you. Now, Nita says, how do you make the moon water? Well, beloved, you can take like some sort of container. I use a mason jar, okay, and you put spring water in it. And then you take it outside when the full moon is out. You take it outside and you leave it out there however long you want. I would advise to at least leave it about 30 minutes. You can sit there and watch it, or you can leave it out overnight, as I sometimes do. Sometimes I sit there and watch it because I like to sit under the moonlight anyway and absorb the energy. But you sit it out there and you let it absorb the energy from the moon. Okay, then you take it and you put a lid over it, and then you can use it for whatever you want to use it to. Now, if you sat there and watched it and the water's clean, no bugs or anything flew in it, well, you may want to drink it, or you may want to use it to cleanse your face or something. I don't know. You may want to use it to cleanse your stones and crystals. But whatever you do, I mean, you can use it for whatever you want. It's up to you. But that's just something that I like to do. And I mostly like to do it, use the water for cleansing my stones. Like I said, I let them soak in there for a little bit and they become so much more powerful when I'm doing my work with these stones. Okay. So with that all being said, I love you all to life. I hope you enjoy the rest of this evening. Okay. Uh, don't forget to say your positive affirmations, your positive self talk. You should be doing that nightly. Okay. Now, specifically when you do it on tomorrow for the full moon, make sure that you set your intentions. You can write down a little list of things that you want to remember to try to manifest. Okay. So, with that all been said, I love you all to life. I hope you enjoy the rest of this evening. Each one teach one. That's how we grow and thrive. Do something productive, constructive, but never destructive. And always remember, beloveds, to keep the Most High first in your lives. Now, I hope to see you all in the morning for your morning wake up call on the other channel. Peace.